Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of the Blubbin's podcast. Hi, my name is Sydney, and I just wanted to start a podcast. I'm just some random girl who has zero internet presence, and I just randomly one day decided, I think I'm going to start talking to strangers on the internet about whatever I have to say, and they're going to have to listen to me, whether they like it or not. But in all honesty, I'm just kidding. Just to introduce myself, because it's just a really weird and random thing that I've literally never, ever done in my entire life. So, my name is Sydney Ray. My middle name is Ray. So sometimes I go by Ray on the internet. So if you see my name as Ray, then that's why. I'm 20 years old. I'm currently a nursing student, and I live in Southern California. That's literally just some basics about me. I feel like you don't really need, you're gonna know a lot more about me as time progresses and as I continue, hopefully I better, to making this kind of content. I actually was originally inspired by a YouTuber's podcast. His name is Dustin Vung. If you know him, you should definitely check him out. He's been a YouTuber for quite a while, and I've been a fan for a very long time. And he just recently started a podcast, and I really badly was just like, I want to do this too. Lately, I feel like I've been on a really big podcast kick where I love this kind of long form content. I essentially think of podcasts as long form content because they're usually an hour long. And I've been listening to podcasts like Emergency Intercom, Park Your Butt, which is Dustin Vug's podcast, but he only has 2 episodes since the day that I'm recording this. The Beautiful Twin Sisters podcast, Shut Up, I'm Talking, with Tommy Innit and Jack Manifold. I just recently started listening to Koi Piso's podcast. I just feel like I've had a very good relationship with podcasts to the point where I'm just like, I also want to yap, and really, really badly. So in my very trusty journal, I went to a cafe and I wrote in a metallic gold pen, podcast with 3 question marks, really janky looking question marks. And I was just just telling you how it is. I just really love to yap. And I had recently had this kick for just putting my phone down and recording myself just saying literally whatever the hell I wanted, and I would post it on my Instagram spam account. And I used to do it a lot in quarantine, but now I just stopped doing it. But then I restarted doing it because I saw another friend do it, and low-key recently I kind of started getting a little bit insecure about what I was saying because these people knew me, and I felt like they were in a position to judge, even though they definitely wouldn't, because everyone there are genuinely my friends. But I just felt insecure, and I would always leave it in my drafts. But now I'm just I should have an outlet. I really do want an outlet, and this is what this podcast is for me. So I was just why not air out all of my shit for the internet? So I plan on actually not telling any of my friends or family that I'm doing this, and just going with the flow. I feel like that for me is healing, and even though I so badly want to talk about it with other people, I also think that this is a good thing for myself to keep private. And if you find it, congratulations. It's not a bad thing. You can listen to me yap. It's not like you guys don't listen to me yap already. You might be hearing stories that you've already heard before. So if you're my friends or family, hello, welcome. That's okay that you're here. If you're just a random person who just so happens to be stumbling by this, then thank you so much for stopping by. I really genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, think that everyone deserves a platform to speak, and for me this is it. And if you want to follow me along the way, then you can. I've also always wanted to post on YouTube. I feel like as a young kid who was exposed to YouTube for a very long time, I've always wanted to post on YouTube, and this like was especially prevalent when Seven Supergirls were a thing. If you guys remember Seven Supergirls, I just so badly wanted to make videos, and I remember like being on the stairs and like putting an iPad there and being like, hey, with my little sister, and we'd be like, hey guys, welcome back to like, and this week's video of Seven Supergirls, like, and like it's like we would choose a day, we'd be like, oh, and we're Tuesday, and we would just make a video, and it would be so much fun, and we loved making videos, and I've always just had a desire to. I just never did. I mean, I have one singular YouTube video on my main account, and it's of like a trip, and it's just like a silly, goofy video for me and for just me, and like I shared it with my friends, and my family knows about it. But I feel like this podcast is a lot more intimate, where I'm like genuinely just talking, like I'm just yapping, I'm just yammering away, guys. So, with a girl who loves to yap and a dream, I decided we are going to use the MacBook Photo, or I almost said Minecraft. I have an iMac desktop, and the camera angle is really, really odd because my computer is right here and it faces like the window, and I just thought like, I don't really like, that's just nah, like I don't really want that. So I already had this webcam, and it's literally stacked on a medication box, a book, and like a little tripod, and then my webcam on top of it. And this is my setup. Like, I don't need anything else. So if you see me still looking to the side, my computer is like right here. So that's probably what I'm looking at. But I'm trying my best to look into the camera as much as I can and not look cross-eyed, because sometimes I look cross-eyed. As much as I can, because I'm just not used to talking to a freaking camera usually, and I kind of just like talking to the air, like, you know. I feel like I do that with my friends. Like, my friend is like right here talking to me, and I'm like over here like, oh my god, yeah, like totally. And it's probably like really freaking rude, but that's my bad. Anyways, more about the setup. This is a Fifine mic that I have gotten from my ex-boyfriend, and I'm just using this mic because at least it sounds crisper than like the actual iMac, you know, audio, or like this webcam. This webcam's audio like sucks really bad. Yeah, I just think that this setup is pretty decent, and it's gonna get me forward. It does what it needs to do. Like, I don't need a fancy camera. Like, I have like this mini vlog camera. It's kind of a vlog camera. It's also just a nice camera. It's a Sony A5100, I believe. If I want more better quality videos, I might change it to that later. But for now, this is what works for me, and I kind of like that there is no specific aesthetic. I just put on the little heart filter and called it a day, because that's all I wanted. Like, that's genuinely all I need to start a podcast. It's just a girl and a dream, and I'm making it happen, and that is what is good. With the name of the podcast, I decided on Blubbins, and you might be asking, what the hell is Blubbins? Well, if you know what a fish is supposed to sound like, you know, like they go blub blub blub, that is where it's from. When I was little, we read this book called The Pout Pout Fish, and it's basically a fish that has a pout. It's like a very upset fish. And it would say, the pout pout fish with the pout pout face would spread his like dreary weary all over the place, and then the next page was always the pout pout fish going blub blub blub. And I don't know why, I just loved it so much that it became part of my nickname and a username that I used on Instagram for my spam account. And Ray Blubs is what we came up with, because I'm known for complaining a lot, and blubs also means just to be like, bleh, you know. I don't know why I made that sound, but you know, like, blubs is supposed to be like a crying, like the book says, dreary. So, and even though I would say I'm a pretty happy person, I just think it's kind of funny. Like, I'm just complaining on the internet. Like, that's literally all I'm doing. So, Blubbins is where we get that. It's blubbing or blubbins. You get the gist. And also, just a funny, like, side note, when you would play house in, like, elementary school, everyone had, like, their certain, like, roles in the family. Like, someone's the mom, someone's the dad, the sister, the brother, whatever. For some reason, I was the goldfish. And I don't know why. Like, my friends would, like, water me and be like, oh, I haven't given you water in so long. You've been breathing so much air. Like, let me refresh you. And I'll be like, thank you. So I just, like, little goldfish have been, like, part of my lore, my who I am as a person, I guess. What else? Yeah, I was always the fish. So I think that's essentially where. Oh, also, sorry, I remembered because I just squeaked. The chair that I'm using is quite literally the squeakiest chair on this entire planet, and I feel so bad that it's probably like creaking a lot, and I'm trying my best to sit up and stay still for the camera, but who knows if that will actually work. We'll see. So I wrote everything in my lovely little journal of mine. I'll show you it's a purple journal I think I got off Amazon. It's actually my 2024 journal, but I didn't finish. And this year, and I mean for the year of 2024 and 2025, we were deciding it's best to be less materialistic. Like, let's stop rebuying stuff for the new year when you haven't finished something else before. Like, let's finish our things before we start buying. So I just decided to reuse it, and I'm actually very happy I did because I really love this journal. It's so cute. It has a sticker of Snoopy, and Snoopy is one of my favorite characters of all time. And it has a bow sticker in the middle, which is actually from I believe it's from Ashley Alexander, or Your Mom Ashley on YouTube, who is my favorite YouTuber of all time. She's literally my favorite. And it also has a sticker of Taehyun from Twice. I love her. That's my bias, if you even care. And then it's just a bunch of other silly little stickers that I have. I have quite a lot. So in this notebook, oh my god, I just wrote kind of like what I wanted to talk about. This is just the pilot, so if it's under an hour, it's fine. I would prefer if it was an hour, so we'll see how it goes. I actually have zero clue, but I did have some talking points that I wanted to include. So let's talk about 2024. Okay, that was embarrassing, guys. I dropped the notebook while I was saying let's talk about 2024. Okay, anyways, let's readjust. Let's talk about 2024. 2024 was an amazing year for me, for the most part. For the first 5 months of 2024, I was in a relationship. That relationship I actually got broken up with in December of 2023, and it was really bad, and I was really, really heartbroken. I felt sick to my stomach. It was so horrible. I was throwing up. I could not eat because I felt so anxious and so nauseous, and I lost like 20 pounds in like 3 weeks, which is not good at all. And I have not regained that weight since. So yeah, I was just feeling so sick, and it was just not fun. But unfortunately, I did get back together with him, and then 5 months later, he broke up with me again. But I feel like the second time we broke up, it wasn't as bad. I honestly was just already over it. I mean, I can't really remember. Honestly, I genuinely cannot remember for the life of me what happened in those first 5 months of 2024. Like, I kind of have an idea, but I don't know what I was feeling, which is really weird because I always know how I'm feeling because I'm always talking and yapping and doing stuff. So, yeah. He actually broke up with me a week before finals. Both times he broke up with me. So, if that tells you what kind of person he is, there you go. I got broken up in May. When I got broken up with, I was like so just like whatever. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care anymore. So I was like, I can't have this boy be like distracting me from my studies. I'm gonna lock in and then I locked in because I had to. I freaking had to. And literally, right after finals, it was Thursday. I had finals, and then it was my sister's graduation that very same day. So I went to my sister's high school graduation, and then it was Friday, and I like didn't do much. I think I just hung out with my best friend. And then Saturday, I had a flight to. Oh, on Saturday, I had a flight to Japan. So I was in Japan for 2 weeks after that. So I did not technically get to really actually process my breakup until June, like when I got back from my trip. And it was, it was it was pretty easy. I got over it. I had just had some thoughts where I was just like, damn, I can't believe I let him treat me like that and shit. But, after that, I was gonna like, whatever, I'm gonna have a hot girl summer. I was just like so ready to have a good summer, and I genuinely did. June was a little rocky at first because it was kind of sad, whatever. But I was hanging out with a lot of my friends, and I got to go to the beach. I fell in love with Laguna Beach. Oh my god, Laguna Beach is so beautiful, and like I really do understand why people are always there. Like, it genuinely is so beautiful. Yeah. And then I was also working at a boba shop for the longest time before it closed down. Rest in peace. But that was fun. I worked with literally all of my friends. I just had such a good time. I feel like I was really able to find myself. I dyed my hair purple. I've always wanted to dye my hair purple. And I don't know. It was just really fun. I just had a really good summer, and I was able to like really genuinely feel like an adult. Like, I am a young adult now. I have the freedom to hang out with my friends every single week if I damn near wanted to. And so I did. Like, I went to, I think, let me check on my phone. Sorry guys. I have to be accurate about what I'm saying. In the year of 2024, I went to 8 concerts. Technically. I mean, kind of basically 8. I saw Mitski, Ricky Montgomery, Olivia Rodrigo, Wallows, Lamp, Biba Doobie. I went to the Tyler the Creator Chromacopia listening party. I don't know if that counts as a concert, but I to me it does, because it was live. It wasn't live music, but it was music, and he was there. So, and then I ended my concerts with a festival. I went to Camp Flogna, which was literally so amazing. Maybe I'll do another podcast on that, but on like live music and stuff, because in 2023 I think I went to 9, which is insane. So I'm a lover of live music, so I did that this year. I hung out with literally so many of my friends. I made so many friends online, kind of, a little bit. I just like really embraced being a loser, and I loved it. I got back into anime. I love Haikyuu. I love what did I finish recently? Ranma 1/2. So cute. Dandadan. Oh my god, I got so obsessed. The first 3 episodes of Dandadan came out, or Dandadan or Dandadan. It doesn't really matter. Dandadan came out. The first 3 episodes, and I was like, I am kind of obsessed with this. I'm going to read 170 chapters in 2 days. So I did. And it was wonderful. And I just like, I feel so young and free and just genuinely so happy. And I went to so many cafes. I fulfilled so much of what I wanted to do. And yeah, it was just like, to me, it was just such a wonderful thing that I was able to do. I'm gonna go to my 2024 faves, because I have this little page here that says 2024 faves. I'll show it to the camera. Very cute, very amazing. It also has my vision board and reflection stuff. So my favorite concert that I went to this year was Wallows. Hands freaking down, Wallows. There was a point in time in the concert where we were literally stuck in the crowd for 20 minutes. Like, we were squished. Like, I had to have like my arms up because like I just couldn't. It was cooler up there, and I was just like, I can't breathe. Like everyone's taller, and I'm being squished. It was so crazy for that 20 minutes. But I also had like such a marvelous time, and I would kill to go back because I was so close to Dylan Minnette. I also saw my ex there that night, which is like, bruh, I showed you that band, and you're gonna be here. Whatever. But anyways, but I love Wallows. I've loved Wallows like, oh my god, since like 2018, which is when I think their spring EP came out in 2018. That's when I first got into them, and I think I was in like middle school. So they just have a special place in my heart, and I love them. My favorite movie that I saw was Anora. It shocked me when I first watched it. I knew it was about strippers, but I was just like, that's a lot of ass in my face. I was not expecting, but it was so good. And it was like one of the only movies that I saw in theater. I saw 3 movies in theaters in 2024, which is like weird for me because when I was younger, I would always go to the movie theaters with my brother, and we would see like all the Marvel movies in theaters as soon as it came out, and it was so lit. It was so amazing. But obviously movie theaters are really expensive. But my cousin, not cousin, what the heck? Oh, one of my family friends, I basically call him my cousin, we went to go see the Haikyuu movie when I got back from Japan, and then me and my best friend saw Anora and Wicked together, which Wicked was also a really good movie, but I think Anora was still my favorite, even though I literally cannot stop singing this Wicked soundtrack. Literally, genuinely, I cannot stop. It's so bad. It's January 22nd right now, and I can't stop singing the entire of the Wicked soundtrack to the point where I'm going to New York in a couple of weeks in like the beginning of April, and we got tickets to see Wicked on Broadway because it's just so good. Like, I'm just so excited. Anyways, my favorite book I read in 2024 was Book Lovers by Emily Henry. So good. Oh my god. That really just like, I genuinely read that book in like 2 days. I was obsessed. It was so good. The banter, the everything. It's like exactly what I needed after going through, because I read it in the summer. It's exactly what I needed to get through like healing from a breakup. And it's just like, it's so sweet. But it was also the only book I read that year. Like, oops. Like, I started a couple other books I just didn't finish. But yeah, I was able to finish that, and it was just really good. It's just something I genuinely needed at the time. It's this artsy thing because I didn't know what category to put it in. I started taking pottery classes at my local community college, and it has become one of my favorite things. I have made so many different pieces of work and have been genuinely in love with the art of making pottery, and it's just such a comforting thing that I've always wanted to try, and I'm very glad that I was able to try it now. And I'm thinking of taking, I'm actually already registered for it, but I want to take the intermediate course for this class this upcoming semester. So I'm very excited about that, and hopefully I can take it if I'm not doing CNA stuff, because I need to take a CNA class, because oh my god, I'll get back. That's probably a topic for another day, is like getting into school life and feeling like a failure. So I just have a lot of podcast episodes to talk about. Like, I can talk about my week. I can talk about this. The world is my oyster when it comes to this podcast, because it genuinely does not matter, and I can post whenever I want. But I do want to post once a week, probably. Okay. My favorite music, I said, was Steam by Shelly. Steam by Shelly was the greatest song that I have ever stumbled upon. Actually, that's not true, because it's not my favorite song, but it just was so upbeat. It's so upbeat, and it's just like, it just gets me going. Like, it gets me through the day. Like, sometimes I would literally just wake up and then I would play that song while I was getting ready, and only that song, because it just genuinely makes me feel good. It like just makes me happy. I don't know. I just love this song, and I literally played it like 300 times. Spotify Wrapped says I played it like 300 plus times. And then one day I remember I listened to it 88 times. I'm just a big fan. What can I say? My favorite show of 2024 was Arcane. Oh my goodness. Arcane season 2 was so freaking good. It literally had me shattered. It was so good. I think the art style is just so unique, and the storytelling is on point. It's like really hard to not love the show. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that good. She's that bitch. Like, my goodness. And then the last category I have is travel. And my favorite travel destination of the year was actually Japan. And Japan is such a beautiful country. Like, genuinely, I feel like people always talk highly of Japan. Also, it's just a beautiful country. Like, the people were very kind. The architecture, the way that they hold themselves, and also just like the respectfulness, even as like a foreigner. Like, I wasn't expecting them to be like, get out of my country. I'm just saying, like, everyone was kind. That's literally what I'm just saying. It's like everyone was kind. There was like, I did not feel like discriminated against. I didn't feel sometimes I felt stared at, because like, obviously I'm a foreign girl in a foreign country, you know? It's speaking English too. Like, what is this Filipino girl speaking English? I'm just kidding. But like, I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. Who knows? But it was fun. It's a beautiful country, and I genuinely think everyone should visit it. And I actually felt I understand that Japan does have its problems when it comes to like women, which is why there are like women only carts. But I felt so incredibly safe. I genuinely felt so independent when it came to Japan. And I think that's why I loved it so much, is I was able to walk around like Shibuya literally by myself. Like, that's crazy. Like, one of the biggest cities in the world, I was able to walk around by myself and feel safe. Like, that is an amazing feeling that, unfortunately, I do not have the privilege of feeling in the United States. I don't even sometimes feel safe walking from my car to my class, because I'm, like, scared of what, like, I've walked places. At the bright age of, like, 12, I've been catcalled in front of the Chick-fil-A. Like, as a woman, it just felt very freeing, and I felt very independent, and I was able to do a lot of stuff on my own, and I'm very thankful for that. Okay, let's get into the next topic. Oh, my 2024 goals, I feel like I genuinely reached, which is like surprising. I feel like most years I'm like, oh, I have to do this, this, and this, and this, and this. But I feel like the way that I set forth my intentions for 2024, it genuinely did happen. I was able to have like so many different creative outlets. Was really into music in 2024. I love my band. I mean, I've been into music, but I just feel like that to me is a creative outlet, and being able to find pottery, that was a creative outlet, and I really desperately wanted that. I found so many new routines that I wanted, and I felt that was very important to me. Unfortunately, I did not get back at the gym. I really need to get back at the gym. I miss the gym so much, guys. Like, I used to love the gym. I miss having a fat ass, okay? Like, mine isn't bad now, but I remember when I started working it out, I could see like the shelf. Like, she was and then I stopped going. But I need to go. I want the shelf back. I miss her. I'm just kidding. But it's like not, but being actually able to see those results, I'm like, I know that I can get stronger, and I know my lats were getting so strong too. I need to go back, guys. I need to go back. But yeah. Oh, I'm going to talk my ins and outs because I have it on this beautiful, amazing page. Oh my God. I love being a girl, guys. I love being a girl. My ins of 2025 are creative outlets, which include journaling, weekly planners, drawing, and making videos. And as you can see, journaling, my Hobonichi planner dupe came in just last week, and I did the first week of entry. Literally, look how freaking cute that is. This is so adorable. Ugh, I'm obsessed with it. And I just love it. And this is this week. But yeah, I love it so far. Even though I just started, but I just feel like that's something that I can genuinely stay committed to. Drawing, I've been into drawing as well. Oh, sorry, I have to show you guys because it's part of the podcast. It's part of the lore of the podcast, actually. I just was like, I don't know what the logo is going to be. So I was looking through Pinterest and I saw this goldfish drawing and I decided to redraw it. And so here's a goldfish. If you can see, very cutesy. I love getting back into art. It's like one of my favorite things ever. I used to be very artistic as a child and throughout quarantine, but yeah. Anyways, I feel like that's going well so far, and I'm very glad it is. Phone on do not disturb. At night, it's on do not disturb. And other than that, I don't get that many very many text messages, so I should put it on more. I definitely should. Reading. I already read a book in 2025, and I finished that book in one singular day, and it was actually Funny Story by Emily Henry, another Emily Henry book. She's just so good. I'm just obsessed with her writing. I can't wait to finish. I'm currently reading People We Meet on Vacation. I'm probably going to read that after I film this. So, very excited for that. Spending time by myself, like going on solo dates. I want to go on more solo dates. I love being by myself, and I'm able to be by myself, but I would love to take myself to the movie theater, or I would like to drive to LA by myself. That was one also accomplishment of 2024, is that I've learned how to drive to LA. I've driven to Inglewood, I've driven to Burbank, I've been to Glendale, like downtown LA, other parts of LA. I went past the 10, like it's very, I'm like out of breath, bro. Very good. Very awesome. Saving money. I'm currently so freaking broke. Unfortunately, the winter Christmas gift shopping kicked me in the butt. And I'm still recovering. And I also need to save up for New York. So it's like, saving money, it should be a huge priority for me. I really do need to save up. I do not need to be spending this much money. And like, because I was not frugal with my money at all. I would just be like, I can pay for you. Like, I used to pay for everyone. But I also like paying for other people. But now I'm just kind of like, okay, I need to tone it down a bit. Because I would also go out to eat with my family, and I would literally pay. Like, I don't need to be doing that. They make so much more money than I do. Like, I do not need to be doing that now. But I should. It's nice to treat them once in a while, but gotta relax. Yeah. I said earlier, going to see more movies. I love movie theaters, and I made it a goal for myself to watch 52 new movies this year. And I have already watched 3. And today I watched Challengers. That was so freaking good. Challengers was so good. I did not expect it. Well, I mean, I knew that it was going to be good, but I didn't I just finally just had to watch it. You know what I mean? It's so good. The soundtrack, amazing. Literally amazing. I love music. Handmade gifts. I want to be more creative like that. I used to make people handmade gifts, and then I stopped. And I wish I need to start baking for people on their birthday again instead of spending money. Homemade meals. I want to make a recipe book for myself. I've always wanted to, and I just never have. I just need a place to keep my recipes. Right now, it's literally just my notes app, but I need a better place to put it. Active listening, learning, and recall, which is like listening to people learning things and recalling things when it comes to like studying. I feel like that would make my brain way more attentive, and it's something I definitely need. Being more active, which means getting more steps and regularly going to the gym. I have not started that. I need to. I guess my eyes are getting so tired. Anyways, but I need to start doing that. I actually might go tomorrow. What am I doing tomorrow? I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. I just really need to find that outlet again, and I need to fall in love with going to the gym again. And I know if I just go once, I'm gonna be able to like get it back, but just going back once is like the hardest part. Yeah. This one says feeling better, which feeling better for me meant healthy, smart, and relaxed. I feel like I always doubt myself when it comes to being smart, and I know that I'm smart because I will talk about this in another part. I literally could say so much about it. I can write an essay on that. Yeah. I hate people questioning me being smart. It's something that bothers me a lot. Anyways. Taking more photos and videos. I actually recently, I think it's on my desk somewhere. I think. Where is it? Oh, right here. I recently got this camera, a Vivicam 5385 digital camera, and it's 5 megapixels, and it is the cutest thing ever. I'm actually obsessed with it. I've been wanting a camera like this for so long, and I can't wait to use it just like whenever the hell I wanted. I don't know, man. I just genuinely just like really badly wanted to find like this. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? No, you can't. No, you cannot see that at all. But I just wanted a thing to record more of my memories on, and I just love how cute and tiny it is. Instead of like my what I said, the Sony A550-100. That one's good, but it's just like so high quality, and I also don't want to bring that around. And also it's like small enough that it can. I just prefer not to. I just love a little silly like cheap digicam like that. Okay, next thing, longer attention span. Today I did not really do well on that because I was on TikTok for like 3-4 hours. Yeah, but I have been watching more movies and reading books and actually doing podcasts where I actually don't have to be on TikTok all day, which is fun. I think. Oh, also talking about TikTok, the 14-hour TikTok ban had already begun, and the state of the world is actually making me go insane, and it's giving me a headache, and I have a headache. I've had a headache all day, and I think it's because I'm dehydrated. Let's take a sip of water. This is my trusty hydro flask had for the last couple of years. I will never be a Stanley person, and I will only be Hydro Flask. Hydro Flask is actually really goated, and they're so good. Cafes and libraries. I have already been doing that. I love it. I've been going to a cafe twice a week for the past like 3 weeks. So good. I love a cafe. Libraries are kind of harder to find where they're nice, a good environment, and it's the times are always so weird. Like, why are you opening at 11 a.m. and close at 7? Like, I want to be out late, like, please close at least at like 9 p.m. or open at 9 a.m. Like, please. If you go to 9 to 5, that's perfectly fine for me. Like, let me do that. Let me stop opening at 11 a.m. I'm up. I want to start studying at 9. That's just my take. And also my school's freaking library did not close. It closed at 6 p.m. and that really pissed me off because I'm like, how are you a college? Well, it's community college, but how are you a college library? And I think they changed it to 9 p.m. But still, like, what the heck? Weird. Anyways, prioritizing education and nursing. So in parentheses, I put getting those things done immediately. This has been such a hard thing. I'm already a junior in college and I am still not in a nursing school. I feel very incredibly behind on what I'm doing in my life. And I think this year it's time to lock in. It's time to stop dilly-dallying. I can have my fun, but it's time to lock in. It really is time to lock in. Going to sleep on time. I've been quite on and off about this for a little bit. It's already midnight. It's 12:07 right now. Last night I slept at like 3 a.m. But I'm already feeling tired, so I'm definitely going to sleep right after I film this. I just need to fix that. I need to get up earlier. Okay, this one says, being picky with the men I talk to / let in my life. I have let so many men screw me over. Very, very bad. Very, very, very bad. I mean, bad? Okay, not very, very, very bad, but like pretty bad. You know, like I have just a roster of men that just don't treat me right. And all of them are out of my life. Except one. Shout out Sean. Yeah, literally I ended a talking stage with the guy that I was talking to yesterday because he DM'd my best friend and she DM'd me back being like, hey, what the fuck? And I was like, girl, what the hell? And I cussed him out because I was like, girl, you're fucking pathetic. I'm like, I was like, oh, his response. Okay. I texted him and confronted him being like, wow, leaving me, because he left me on red left me on delivered for 2 days. And I was like, okay, wow, leaving me on red and then texting my friend, that's real nice of you. And he goes, sorry, I'm crashing out. Excuse me? Sorry, I'm crashing out. And I go, yeah, fucking right. I told him something and then I said, you're pathetic, go fuck yourself. I actually never liked him and he was really boring. So honestly, I'm just free. So this happened yesterday, guys. So maybe it's a sign. I need to stop letting these shitting men into my life. And he was the first guy like I talked to before. I was literally just flirting with him. But this was the first guy I ever talked to after I got out of my relationship. So I was just gonna like, might as well. I'm never gonna see this guy, so, and I didn't, so who's it hurting at the end of the day? No one. Last thing on my list is hanging out with friends. I was already doing this, and I'm gonna continue to do this. I just put it in because it's always in. It's always in to hang out with your friends. Make time for your friends, okay? Make time for your friends. They are very important people, and they will always be there for you. So find good ones and stick with them and hang out with them. Okay, my outs of 2024 or 2025. My 2025 outs. Yes. The first thing on my list is bad posture, and my posture is bad. Let's fix that, guys, with my squeaky chair. Hold up. Okay. I'm sitting up now. Bad posture, reading slumps, negative self-talk. Reading slumps, I feel like I'm in a good motion. My goal is to read a book a month this year. I have never done that before. I mean, I have when I was younger, but I genuinely want to challenge myself and do this. And I've already read one book, and it's at the beginning of January, and it's almost the end of January, and I already started another book, so I just need to finish that book, and I probably can tomorrow. Let's see if I can at the end of this week. Negative self-talk, I'll get into that in another episode. I can. That should be like basic, but you know what I mean. Feeling socially awkward. So I put embarrassed or not asking for things myself. I, for some reason, have felt suddenly very shy to ask for things. When usually I'm the type of person to be like, girl, what do you want? I'll order for you. Like, I'm usually that person. I don't know what happened, but bring her back. I miss her. I said scrolling as soon as I wake up and right before bed. Unfortunately, I have recently got into being a multi-stan on Twitter again. So, this has not really worked and I do say good morning and good night to all my mutuals. My nose has been literally killing me because of these goddamn fires in Southern California, guys. It's tragic, but it's literally like kicking my booty hole because I keep sneezing. Next thing it says bed rotting says endless scrolling. Unfortunately, today I did both of those. But yesterday I worked on my essay all day, so I deserve it. I deserve the break. I needed the break, guys. It says buying books when I haven't finished others. I have this problem of collecting books that I don't ever read, and I have so many books, and I only read like a book a year. Like, what the hell is wrong with me? I need to read more. I need to read before I buy another book. And so far I've been pretty good at it. That I like tell myself like, okay, I need to read this book and then I'll buy another book. But then I'm usually like, wait, I can start this other book that I've been wanting to start. Might as well start that one. And so I do. So pretty good. Pretty good at doing that. Making excuses. I make a lot of excuses for myself and I need to stop that. Anxiety shoulders. I need to relax my shoulders. My shoulders are so tense. Fun fact about me. I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder when I was 12 years old, and I had to go to therapy for it, and it was very lit and awesome. No, it wasn't. But I have this thing I call anxiety shoulders, that I tense up my shoulders so freaking much that my neck hurts, my back hurts, my head hurts, everything hurts, and I need to stop that. I need to relax. I always find myself going like this when I'm working. I'm like, relax, girl. It's not that serious. Relax. Long screen time. Mine's at like 9 hours today. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's hard to break these old habits. I just need a better routine, man. Not being tidy, cleaning up right after myself. I'm good about that everywhere else in the house, but in my own room, my room's a mess. Always. If you can see my bed over there with the camera, my bed is a mess. My desk is a mess. Everything is a mess. So I need to start cleaning up after myself better. Yeah, so that was for my ins and out of 2025. I'm also going to show you, I'm very proud of this, so I'm going to show you it and just brag a little bit. It's my 2025 vision board, and it's just a bunch of tiny little pictures, and then I used my stamps that I got from Christmas to put on the side of like kind of the stuff there. It's so cute. I love it very much. I love journaling. I love scrapbooking. It is just such a wonderful little hobby of mine. Other random topics that I said that I wanted to talk about, because I just want this podcast, like I said earlier, to be a creative outlet for myself where I'm able to talk freely about genuine topics and also just about my week. I also wanted to maybe try and implement like my favorites of the week, maybe something to be grateful for, just something to look forward to. I don't know, just something. Because I know on the Beautiful Twin Sisters podcast, they have my posture. On the Beautiful Twin Sisters podcast, they have a segment at the end of their podcast where they always go, should we get into the favorites of the week? And they're so cute. I love them so much. Well, they basically say something they love about themselves and then love about the week, or just like in general something they loved in the past week. And I kind of wanted to do something similar to that. I just don't know what exactly. I know that Dustin Vung does questions from his Patreon, and I might just change it up, because like, what if I get questions in my comments, my YouTube comments, that I might like, if this does end up going well and then people actually want to know about my life, like maybe I should implement that. But I don't know, man. I genuinely don't know. Like, or maybe, oh my god, I just had the greatest idea. Maybe doing like a, because like, you know how like the goldfish crackers is the snack that smiles back. So it's goldfish. It's like something that made you smile that week. That I think that's really good. What made me smile this week? The frick? Oh, challengers, bro. Bro, that made me smile. If you know what I mean. I was just like, the entire time, I was just like, do I look crazy? Do I look crazy? I think I look crazy. But, like, I just was so, like, gagged. I was so gagged. It literally made me so giddy. So good. I rated 4.5 stars out of 5 on Letterboxd. Oh, by the way, all my links will be in the description, which include like I don't know. I'll link my Letterboxd though, because everyone should follow my Letterboxd. My other socials, maybe. Well, I technically already said the username that I use for like my freaking Twitter account earlier, and also my spam account, but you guys are not allowed on my spam account. On Instagram, my spam account is for my elite playees only. Like, I have a whole list of people. I think I wrote down each and every single one of their names. Yeah, some topics that I kind of wanted to talk about in the future is growing up and my love for art, because as a kid I wanted to be an animator. I wanted to be an animator when I grew up, and I wanted it so bad, and it just never happened. I also wanted to be an Olympian, but that was never happening. I'm literally 5'1". Who told her she was going to be an Olympian? And also, I can definitely talk about that because a fun, weird fact about me is I was in the Junior Olympics when I was little for I think it was what was it? Was it 200 meter or 400 meter relay? And I did butterfly. Actually, no, I think it was a 200 meter relay, and I did butterfly because I loved butterfly. That was my stroke, bro. That was my main stroke. I'm like holding this mic so weird now. Oh my god, wait. I literally just realized I can take these little hooky hooks off and just hold the mic like with the bait. Oh my god, I should freaking do that. Why am I not doing that? Actually, no, I'll do it next episode. I'll do it next episode, guys. What else was on my list of stuff I want to talk about? Consuming physical media. I could literally talk about like music and stuff like that for hours. I always wanted a Kindle, but now that I'm thinking about it in my head, I'm like, I don't really need one because I love the feeling of a book, and I can just read on my iPad. But my iPad, when I read on my iPad or on my phone, it kind of hurts my eyes. And I understand why people have Kindles. Maybe one day if I read more, then I understand why getting a Kindle might be beneficial and also more sustainable for the earth. I mean, everyone should be buying books secondhand if you can. Actually, my camera is literally on a secondhand book because I did not want to buy a new one. Secondhand books, guys. One, they're cheaper. 2, I love a silly note if someone puts a silly note. 3, usually it's fine. Like, it's genuinely fine. You're not going to get a reused book or, like, a used book that's, like, ripped in half. You know what I mean? Anyways. Oh, and the last topic that I said for whatever reason was my relationship with men. That could be literally mean anything. I don't know, man. Maybe in the next episode, I would love to get into more about this media that I like. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just very excited to actually edit this and upload it. And it's definitely this video is definitely going to get cut a little bit more. So it's definitely going to be underneath an hour because right now I'm just coming up on an hour if I can figure out what more to say. But I think me recording for an hour is good. Because there's probably a lot that I need to cut out. But I can't wait to learn more about how I can improve this channel and the journey that it'll take me, and also just like meeting people on the internet and talking to you guys. And I'm very thankful that you even stayed, if you even got here this far, because I feel like people aren't really consuming long form. I mean, actually a lot of people are consuming, or it's their goal to consume more long form content this year. So maybe you did get through this entire video, and if you did, maybe drop a like and maybe subscribe or even make a comment. Like, literally, I will respond to you or I will answer it in the next podcast. If you have a question or you have a comment to make about me, literally lay it at me. Hate or not hate, I don't care. I just want to talk. Let's do it. Let's talk. I'm very open and I'm very excited to start this new journey with everyone. One thing I will leave this podcast on is I'm very proud of myself for how far I've already gotten into the year, because January has felt very, 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 very long already, especially with what has happened in the beginning of the year with people dying on New Year's and like bombs going off, people dying. I heard that, I think today, that there's a student who shot 2 people and then shot himself. Yesterday or 2 days ago was the inauguration day. Don't even get me started. The LA fires, there's just so much in the world that's happening right now that is extremely relevant, and I'm glad that I have this podcast as a form, this just a way for me to just get out there, bro. Just do it. Just really actually focus on my goals that I do have and actually make a change in my life that is probably going to be for the better. And even if it doesn't work out, that's perfectly okay, because I tried something new, and that is so important. It's so important to step out of your comfort zone. Like me talking to this camera, I am so incredibly annoyed that I keep saying literally and like and this and that. I have a problem with filler words, and I really want to use this podcast to maybe try and focus on fixing that. And it's just one step at a time. It's okay to be frustrated with yourself. I think this is a good step forward, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week, your night, your day, your whatever you got going on in your life. I hope everything goes perfectly well, and hopefully I will see you next week on the Ray Blubbin podcast. Bye.